So today we're gonna talk about butt stuff. Well, like butt-related stuff. I mean, the conversation is gonna be clinical in nature for the most part. Hey, what's up? My name is Austin. I am a full-time master's student, occasional YouTuber, bit of a travel junkie, and a little over a month ago, I was diagnosed in the hospital with moderate to severe Pan-Ulcerative Colitis, a chronic inflammatory bowel disease with no known cause or cure, characterized by inflammation and ulcers in the colon, abdominal pain, cramps, weight loss, fatigue, frequent bowel movements, diarrhea, and bloody stools. It is as brutal and as gross as it sounds. However, if you're watching this, you already know what UC is, because I'm gonna take a gamble and say that you or someone you know has recently been diagnosed, and now you are pretty deep into the YouTube rabbit holes and online forums, desperately trying to find the right information on diet and strategy that will help you clear up your symptoms and, let your body finally heal. Well, friends, me too. We are in the same boat. And in this video, I'm going to be covering 4 topics, sharing about my own experiences with ulcerative colitis so far. So I imagine this might be a bit of a long video, but I've tried to keep it organized, and you can quickly find a topic section or subsection by scrolling over the video timeline below. And as a friendly reminder, changing video speed is a great way to get all the same content in half the time. So you didn't hear it from me, but that's a good strategy. Also, don't let my YouTuber persona fool you. I am new here and as lost as you are. My whole life's been, less than a little derailed by this whole thing, and I do feel overwhelmed and frustrated, especially when symptoms seem to regress. But if you're watching this, we're in it together in a way, so if you learn anything along your own journey, or if you have good information, or if you simply want to share your story, please do. Find a home in the comment section down below. Because I do know one thing, we're probably going to be all right and live long, normal, happy lives and get through the tough part, which is figuring it all out right now. And attitude is everything. I truly believe that, obviously. So as isolated as you may feel, you are not alone. So don't hesitate to give your name and be part of whatever little pocket of community these videos may create. I'll be here, and I'm going through this junk too, so we'll go through it together. So let's get started with the video, starting with about me. At the time of diagnosis, 23-year-old male, 155 pounds, active lifestyle. I was running like 3 to 4 times a week. I had a clean and healthy diet. I was actually vegetarian at the time that everything hit the fan. I lived generally healthy lifestyle habits for someone socially active in college and had no real family history of ulcerative colitis or autoimmune, so yeah, things kind of just happened. I'm not a great sleeper though, and I'm pretty consistently in like a state of moderate to high stress, generally due to school and related circumstances, but also a bit from like work projects, self-expectations, or existential societal angst, the usual. Anyways, we'll do the timeline now. So in December of 2019, I had some mucus and blood in my stools. This is weird, I thought, and I had been having slightly abnormal stools and stomach conditions for a few months prior. So I talked to my doc and I had a colonoscopy, and there was no sign of immediate concern, and the biopsy told the same thing. So that was that. But then in April 2020, I had a return of mucus and blood in the stool. So I cleaned up my diet even more and went on like a daily stool softener, which seemed to solve the problem for a while. But then September 2020 rolls around and I moved to Gainesville for my master's. Stool quality started to decline. There was a return of mucus, blood, an increase in bowel frequency, diarrhea, and gas, like just real nasty stuff. But hold on, it gets better, because the first week of October 2020 rolls around and I get COVID-19. Probably because the university I was attending at the time had the highest rates of COVID of any public university in America. So I had a few days of fever, a little loss of smell and taste, some headache, no biggie, except it also obliterated my stomach and digestive tract. I was having like 15 to 30 bowels a day, abdominal pain, cramping, the works. A few more weeks roll around, so it's like late October, and the pain had gotten so bad, I had decided to go to the ER, and a CT scan showed inflammation of the entire colon. And even though 2 weeks had passed, I was still popping positive for COVID, so there wasn't a ton more they could do for me in the hospital that day. So I was put on 2 antibiotics and a suppository steroid and discharged that day with a scheduled online appointment with a GI later in the week. So now we're on to early November 2020, so a week had gone by since I was in ER and I could barely eat any foods. I was extremely fatigued. I had like body aches and like severe lightheadedness. I was losing just a ton of blood every time I went to the bathroom. I had constant severe abdominal pain and bowel movements like literally felt like knives rolling out of my colon. So called the GI doc and he suggested immediate ER check-in. So in the middle of November, I spent 11 days in the hospital. I got lots of fluids, 2 iron infusions, 1 blood transfusion, several cute nurses who happened to have graduated from my university, lots of tests to rule out viral infections, parasites, other causes, and just other general hospital stuff. And after a sigmoidoscopy and biopsy of my ulcers, the call was made for moderate to severe Pancolitis colitis. Unfortunately, I did not respond to steroids in the hospital, which was a bit disheartening, so I had to be put on what my GI specialist referred to as a rescue treatment. It was infliximab/Remicade, a pretty standard immunosuppressant infusion treatment for UC. I was told that if things did not improve with treatments in the next week, colon surgery would have to be put on the table as an option, which I'm sure, as you can relate, I did not want to do and continue to not want to do ever. Luckily, 5 days after my infusion, I was stable enough to be discharged, leaving the hospital on November 20th with plans for another Remicade infusion a week later. All in all, I had lost almost 30 pounds since mid-October, so I was a real skinny boy. And when I looked in the mirror upon arriving home, I was reminded of like a baby pterodactyl. It's just bones I'd never seen before. Anyways, the next 3 sections will cover what has happened since then. All right, folks, well, that wraps up this video. Thank you for watching. I hope that just listening to me go through what I've been doing has been helpful in any way. Like I said, please share your story. Please give your name and let me know what's up with you, what your life has been like dealing with ulcerative colitis, what foods are working for you, what's not working for you, what regimens you're on, what treatments have been working or not working. Like I said, I'm trying to absorb as much information as I possibly can myself. So check out my other videos on ulcerative colitis if those happen in the future. But thank you for watching. If you got value from this video, please leave a thumbs up, and I hope that things work out for you fast. I hope that things work out for us all fast, because this stuff kind of sucks. But we're gonna get through it, so no stress there. Stay positive. Don't eat raw spinach. Goodbye.